Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video here on the channel, and today we have a bit of an interesting one because it was slightly unexpected. X marks the spot. Scour the island of hidden loot with a new buried treasure item. Now, this is leading to some theories. We haven't got a clue what it could be. However, the most obvious theory that I've heard, which seems most likely to me, is that basically it's going to be the Season 8 Mythic item. I'll talk about this more. In the background you'll see some gameplay from last night of easy way to win high explosives at the moment. We've found basically something that works only too well. I'm going to tell you now, I'm taking advantage of the game in this gameplay. But yeah, stick around to watch the most amusing gameplay you'll ever see from me. Like, this is the biggest meme I've ever pulled off, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so whilst this is on in the background, I'm just going to talk to you guys about this new item. Now, Fortnite has seen a lot of mythic items in Save the World, and then they came over to Battle Royale. There have only ever been 2 so far. There was one around this time last year, well, I say around this time, about 10 months ago now, so May last year, where they brought out the Infinity War game mode, in which we saw the Infinity Gauntlet, and if you picked it up, you could become Thanos, you get extra health, extra shield, and you had like different attack abilities. That was quite good, I quite enjoyed that. However, again, there was an exploit to easily win. Like, if you went up to max height, Thanos couldn't hit you, and so you could just stay up at max height, and yeah, if you stayed up at max height, he couldn't hit you, and you'd just stay up there and keep shooting down at him and he couldn't hit you back. It was really fun. Then we moved into Season 7, and we had over at Polar Peak, I don't know if you guys remember, we had the Infinity Blade. Now, I loved the Infinity Blade. I got my first Season 7 victory from it. For those of you who don't know, you had to spend a bit of time pulling it out of the stone, in which time you could get killed, which was a bit of a problem. But once you had it, you had 200 health, 200 shield, and you could swing it and it would deal 75 damage, or you could like do a leap attack that did 25 damage. It was quite cool. Like, a lot of people were fighting over it, and if it got dropped, you could just pick it up from where it got dropped. But Fortnite took it out, Epic took it out, saying that it was overpowered. Now, I personally don't think it was overpowered. I myself quite liked it. Like, I quite like the Infinity Blade. And then, towards the end of the season, they brought it back in the Infinity Blade game mode, where there was about 20 around the map that you could find in chests. You could find them anywhere. Again, I got wind of them, so, I mean, maybe it was overpowered. I don't think it was, really. You could get killed with it quite easily still, but it was quite high risk, high reward kind of thing. I myself thought it was good, but Epic took it out thinking it was overpowered. They brought it back in for near the end of the season. Now, if Season 7 got a mythic item, we can assume that each season now will possibly get its own special seasonal mythic item. Now, what that could be in Season 8, nobody knows. However, there are some theories going around. Now, if you guys remember, in the Season 8 trailer, basically we got a chest. Like, all 3 teams were looking at a map, and X marks the spot, there was a chest there. When it opened, we didn't see what was in it, it came up with Fortnite Season 8, X marks the spot. Now, if we use that map that's in the trailer and go to where the X is, there is actually an X on the map made out of little stones that you can harvest. And if you go to these stones and go there, there's nothing actually there. I think you can get a couple of normal chests, but there's nothing special there. Now, there is a theory that this new forageable chest will be there. I'm not 100% sure if this is true. Like, it might just be like a special item thing. However, the theory is that this chest could contain Season 8 mythic item. And there are already theories as to what this item could potentially be. When you're loading up the game to go into Season 8, there are, just like Season 7 when they're all on the planes, You had a woman with, you had the onesie outfit with the phone out, which signified creative. The Ice King was at the back of the plane with the sword, again signifying the sword coming in. There's a lot of things hidden in that. And now Season 8 also contained hidden things, by the looks of it. You have like the banana and like the pet off to the side with the cannon, obviously, just your basic thing. But that's not what's important to note. What's important to note is that either side of, I can't remember what her name is, I can't remember who it is, but there's someone near the middle with dual pistols up. Off to the side of them, there's Blackheart, I believe it is, with what looks like a flintlock pistol, which, don't know if that could just be a normal item coming in, like they might bring in just a good old-fashioned flintlock pistol that you can shoot. It might be a replacement to the revolver, you never know. However, there is a theory going around that could be the mythic item. However, it's also important to note that there is another gun hidden in that loading screen. That loading screen also contains Ember, who is another one of the Season 8 Battle Pass skins. It contains Ember holding a really cool looking bow and arrow. Well, we've never really had a bow and arrow here in Fortnite. We've only had a crossbow. Hang on, I'm just going to stop talking a second. Look, he shoots the rocket at me right as he does get on the vent. Like, genuinely, if you're on a vent, it's very, very hard for them to hit you. Like, incredibly hard. And this is the strategy that I'm going to go into in a second. However, back to the mythic items. So yeah, we've never really had a bow and arrow here in Fortnite Battle Royale. We've had the crossbow, multiple variants. We've like Cupid's crossbow, normal crossbow, and we've even had the Fiend Hunter crossbow. Now, there have been in the files for a little while an explosive tipped crossbow or something similar. Well, new theory is that could be this crossbow. This bow that we're seeing. It might not be a crossbow. It might just be an explosive bow. However, the other theory is that this explosive bow is going to be Season 8's mythic item. So now you've seen this, guys, I'd love to know what you think down below. Please let me know in the comments. I'm just going to speed this up a little. Speed up this replay for you. I hope you found this intriguing to hear about the potential mythic item. Like I say, let me know down below what you think could be coming, because I personally think the bow and arrow would be pretty cool. But I don't know how they'll implement it as a mythic item. Same with a pistol, to be fair. It's quite hard for them to do, really. Right, the bit of this gameplay that I really want you to see is the end. So I'm just going to pause here for a second and I'll skip to the parts where I want you to see. Right, so I've just skipped a little bit of the gameplay. As you can see, like, there's only 11 people left now, as storm's like closing in. And there are not a lot of vents left in the zone, and I was kind of at a loss. I couldn't see for the life of me where these vents had gone. Like, I was so confused. Play gameplay, please. We appear to have jumped into some technical difficulties. I'll be back in just a second. Right, my Fortnite's crashed, so I'm just reloading it. However, this is going to give me a chance to show you the Season 8 loading screen, and I can just point out, right, in this picture, you can see Ember off towards the right with her bow, like, pulled back, and you can see Blackheart with his pistol. You've got, obviously, Lux in the middle with her dual pistols. You've got Hybrid off to the right. You have Master Key and the banana skin off to the left. But, like I say, the important thing is to note, in Blackheart's hand, he has, like, a flintlock Derringer pistol. And off towards the right, we have Ember with her bow and arrow drawn back. So, it'll be interesting to see what those two are going to be coming into the season. I'm just going to reload up that replay. I'll get back to where I was, and you'll see it in a second. Sorry about this, guys. I mean, like, I could have just done my editing skills, but they are practically non-existent. So, see you guys in a minute. Right, guys, I've fixed it, and now I just want you to watch how close this is. Like, 10 people left, circle's closing in. Didn't know where it was going to go, didn't know if I was going to get many vents, so sticking with them was going to be quite hard. Right, so let's just jump in and watch the footage. Honestly, this gameplay, I was pretty happy with this. This ended up being quite a good game for me. Like, considering I just didn't shoot anyone, to be fair, like, I thought it went quite well. Right, here you can see that I'm just flying around. I couldn't work out where there was going to be a vent in the circle. I couldn't see one from where I actually was. So yeah, I didn't have a clue where I was meant to be going. So in the end, as you can see, I just sort of go up to the volcano to see if I can go down and from there, and it turns out I did. I did find one quite quick. So at this point in the gameplay, I'm probably going to send out people's just temporarily, just so we can see how everyone's going. Now, as you can see, when it comes up on screen for you guys, now, as you can see here, I'm all alone. We have TXBV on his own, Prestis, KRK on his own. We have a team of 3, and then TTV Sir Swiffy on his own with 11 kills, Mr. Ron 7 on his own, and Giggy SVG on his own. So the majority of us are on our own. There's like 7 teams here, 6 on the solos, 1 of them is trios. As you can see, Giggy just got hit. I'm not alone on this vent, if you look. I'm here, I do believe that this is Mr. Ron that's here with me. Yeah, as you can see there, TTV Swiffy, Giggy even is healing up. TTV Swiffy gets hit badly there. It doesn't take people that long to heal back up, unfortunately. The Melon Delivery guy heals himself up a bit as well. Giggy healing himself up with med kit. So yeah, still 9 people going here. The circle's about to move. It's zone number 5, and I could sort of tell. I sort of knew where all the events were from early on in the game. However, finding them is another matter now. Melon Delivery guy's just been knocked down. Prestix has been killed. YouTube Bloody's been killed. Melon Delivery guy is still down. So as you can see, the numbers start dropping here. Ice Delivery guy gets weakened severely. He's still alive somehow. Honestly, this is quite cool to see the weakening. I didn't know just how close this was, actually. Right, Ice Delivery guy and Melon Delivery. Ice Delivery guy is healing up. Melon Delivery guy gets knocked down. Yeah, once he gets revived, he gets killed from the game completely. Ice Delivery guy gets kicked out of the game as well in a second. So as you can see, it's just 5 soloists now, and I'm trying to find a vent in the circle, but I thought Storm would move faster than it did, so I ended up having to keep going into the storm just to keep myself in the air. Now, in a second, you're going to see someone get a very lucky shot. They throw a clinger, and it somehow hit me. Right, look, it clings onto my leg there, took away my shield. And as you can see, I'm the weakest out of all these players here. And the sad thing is I did have a chug jug that I'd have got my 100 health, 100 shield back up. But as soon as I land, they're a lot more likely to hit me, and there was nowhere to hide to do that chug jug. Now, all the others are still holding on quite nicely. TTV takes a little bit of storm damage in a second. Giggy's just been hit by an RPG, but I'm still definitely the weakest. Now, this storm closes in, and then we get the problems. When we see where the next circle is, this is when I started worrying a little. Yeah, over there. Now, I spent a bit of time before storm started moving, before it went to zone 6, I spent a bit of time looking for vents, and I started realising this isn't going to work. I had nowhere to go. But the thing is I couldn't land and heal up, because as soon as I did, they could hit me. So as you can see, TXPV is pretty weak now as well. It's looking very mixed. It looks like me and Toby are in the corner. I think that's what we're going to be. Me and Toby are very chaotic, as you can clearly see. I've ditched the vent now. I'm going into zone 6, trying to find somewhere to land where I might be out of the way slightly to heal up. I decide that the only good spot that I can really go for is the zip line. Mr. Wrong goes down there, put him into the top 4, and then I land with Toby. Toby shoots the ground and blows us both up. And then 5 seconds later, you're just about to see it. The zone closes over where I died. Giggy's there trying to build, but it's not enough. TTV, so Swiffy gets the win. 16 kills. So, yeah, I mean, we've just proven that you might not be able to get a win doing this tactic, but it's definitely a thing now. I'm enjoying Season 8, and it's brought with it some great things, but volcanic vents, I think they're slightly overpowered in high explosives. And yeah, it'll be exciting to see if we do get a mythic item. So thanks for watching, stay tuned for more videos, goodbye.